it gets worse. This isn't over.
No, I thought it was over.
It's not over.
Oh, all right. Well.
This gets worse. So earlier in the night, President Obama does his executive order to try to regulate guns a little bit. Anderson Cooper has a town hall. They have a town hall. They invite the NRA. NRA does not show up, doesn't even want to show up. Anderson Cooper then starts to push right-wing talking points. So, okay, so let's just go. Here we go.
This notion of a conspiracy out there, and it gets wrapped up in concerns about the federal government. Now, there's a long history of that. That's in our DNA.
So what he's saying is that there's a bunch of people think there's this conspiracy by the Barack Obama administration to take away people's guns. We all know that, in fact, they're not doing that. He's been 7 years president, and there's easier to get guns than ever, okay? So we know that's not happening. That's just right. That's like the people, the federal government's going to invade Texas. It's that kind of a thing, right? That's what this
kind of a thing. It is that thing.
Yeah, it is. That's that same thing. So here is Barack Obama trying to debunk this, and he gets a little pushback.
The United States was born suspicious of some distant authority.
But let me just jump in. Is it fair to call it a conspiracy? I mean, there's a lot of people who really believe this deeply, that they just don't.
No,
they just don't trust you.
I'm sorry, Cooper. Yes, it is fair to call it a conspiracy. What are you saying?
Yeah, some people think, Anderson, that President Obama not coming after their guns for 7 years is a clever ploy for him to come after their guns. That's what a lot of people. That's just sort of. You get some?
I just like that he called him Cooper.
Yes.
Yeah, he did call him Cooper.
Cooper, yeah.
Is it fair to call Scientology a cult? Because well over 5,000 people believe it to be true. Like what? What the hell kind of logic is that?
There's more. He's got more, Anderson.
Are you suggesting that the notion that we are creating a plot to take everybody's guns away so that we can impose martial law
but there's certainly
is
a
conspiracy? Yes, that is a conspiracy. I would hope that you would agree with that. Is that controversial? Except on some websites around the country?
There are certainly a lot of people who just have a fundamental distrust that you do not want to go further and further and further down this road.
Look, I mean, I'm only going to be here for another year. I don't know. When would I have started on this enterprise, right? I come from the state of...
All right, we'll stop it there. That's good enough. But I just want to say, when he says... first of all, Anderson Cooper doesn't want to burst people's bubbles. He wants to be fair to the people who deeply believe paranoid bullshit. That's clear, right? This is weird. Now, Ben, you've said this a million times, that the hard part about talking with someone from the right wing is that it takes about 80% of the time you talk to them just to unwind the crazy.
Right, just to get to where we could start the conversation, but then it's already time to go.
Right. And so now...
It's like the end of your therapy session.
Yes.
Like, no, my mom, it's 2:48. Why did we talk about this in the beginning?
And so now President Obama has to now unwind the crazy from the journalists.
Yeah,
right? So the journalists so that's a bullshit conspiracy. Anderson Cooper thinks there's a conspiracy about conspiracy theories, A. And then Barack Obama has to talk him down. I mean, after Anderson Cooper has embraced the journalistic standards of Glenn Beck and Alex Jones, now the president has to unwind the crazy from the journalist who's supposed to debunk bullshit and inform his viewers. But what he's doing now is that he's not debunking bullshit, he's not only giving it a platform, he's arguing for it on his own show. Instead of dismissing it out of hand and debunking it, he's giving it a platform and repeating it. The exact opposite of what a journalist is supposed to do.
You know, I know what happened there because it used to happen with me, and some little bell went off in Anderson Cooper's head that thought, I'm supposed to challenge him on this now.
Yes.
And he challenged him with, a lot of people don't believe you, but suggesting that there might be something to that rather than a fair question, which would have been, a lot of people hear that, and yet they don't believe you. They think you're coming after the guns. Obviously, you're not. What are we missing that we can't reach those people?
That's something.
That's a question. That's a thing. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a question. What are they not getting?
Right.
And what he would say is, they're getting shitty news reporting from people like you, Anderson. That's what they're getting. Cooper. That's what they're getting. They're inside of a right-wing news bubble, and then when they do come out of it, they come to you, and then what do? You repeat the stuff they've been hearing in the right-wing news bubble instead of debunking it. You don't present it as this crazy conspiracy. You present it as a thing because a lot of people deeply feel it. You know what else? A lot of people deeply felt that Ebola was going to take over the country. It didn't happen. A lot of people think that deeply feel that Barack Obama is a Muslim born in Africa. He's not. All right? There's a lot of people who think a lot of crazy shit deeply. They think that the federal government is going to invade Texas. They already own it.
Can I tell you, actually, when he said, I only have a year left, the talking point that immediately came out from the right was that, well, he's gonna stay in office. I'm not kidding.
They've stayed this?
That immediately came out like that. They're like, well, you know what he's going to do? He's going to pull a South American dictator move and just stay in office, and because that's the way lunatics think. They think in terms of they proving their thesis over and over again, and so they create more and more complex structures of thought to keep proving their thesis over and over again.
So what I don't understand is I know, because I watch CNN online, Jake Tapper told me that they've hooked up with factcheck.org. So they actually know how to check facts now. And I don't know did they not go to Cooper, go to factcheck.org, and they will show you that this is conspiracy theory, that Barack Obama has, for the most part, expanded gun rights.
It did give Barack Obama a nice moment, though. I mean,
it gave him such a great moment.
Yeah.
It was like at one point, Obama is like turning to the audience, going, "Get this guy! Look at him! Get a load of this asshole!
Get a load of Cooper!"
Right?
He calls him Cooper. Yeah, that's great, right? I'd love to see him call it, "Hey, Tapper."
It's like when my dad would forget my friends' first names and refer to them by their last names sometimes.
That's what. Cooper, you could tell he was upset. Cooper!
And you know what
the hell are you doing?
I actually would like to see that happen more often, where he calls out the reporter's horrible question.
Yes.
I would like to see a sitcom in which these two guys are roommates and cannot get along. And he goes, Cooper!
I say if Anderson Cooper doesn't want to fulfill his professional journalistic duty, there's plenty of other pampered, born into wealth, well-connected ex-CIA teleprompter readers willing to do his job. Thank you.
Is Anderson Cooper CIA?
I don't know. That's how the joke was written.